Billy was a normal kid. He liked video games and pizza. He didn't like homework or bullies. One day, everything changed. Billy was playing basketball. He jumped for the ball. Suddenly, he was floating. He landed softly back on the ground. Billy was amazed. He could fly. He showed his friends Emily and Michael. Emily was a tech whiz. Michael was super strong. They were amazed too. Billy practiced flying. He got better every day. He felt special. He knew he could do something amazing. One day, the sky turned dark. The news was on. A giant robot was attacking the city. The robot shot lasers from its eyes. Buildings crumbled. People screamed. Billy knew he had to do something. He couldn't just watch. This was his chance to use his powers for good. He told Emily and Michael, "We have to stop it." Emily nodded. She'd been tracking the robot on her computer. "It's heading for the power plant," she cried. Michael clenched his fists. "We have to stop it before it destroys the city." They knew they had to work together. The three friends made a plan. They knew they couldn't fight the robot head-on. They had to be smart. They needed to find its weakness. Emily used her tech skills to create special gadgets for them. She gave Billy a pair of high-tech goggles that could analyze the robot's energy levels. For Michael, she designed a pair of powerful gauntlets that amplified his strength. "These will help you guys," she exclaimed. Now equipped, they felt like real superheroes. They called themselves the League of Heroes. They were ready to save the day. Their first mission was to find information. Emily had discovered an old legend about a hidden cave. The legend spoke of a powerful crystal that could control energy. They thought the robot might be powered by a similar crystal. If they could find it, they might be able to disable the robot. They journeyed to the Cave of Whispers. The cave was dark and mysterious. Strange symbols were etched into the walls. The air was thick with a strange energy. Billy could feel it crackling around him. They had to be careful. They had to find the crystal and escape the cave before it was too late. Section 5. Trapped! They ventured deeper into the cave. The air grew colder. They could hear the sound of dripping water. Suddenly, the ground began to shake. Rocks tumbled from the ceiling. A deep booming voice echoed through the cave. "Who dares disturb the guardian of the crystal?" It roared. A giant spider, its eyes glowing red, emerged from the shadows. They were trapped. The spider attacked with surprising speed. Billy dodged out of the way, narrowly avoiding its fangs. Michael grabbed a fallen stalactite and swung it at the spider, but it shattered against the creature's hard exoskeleton. They were outmatched. Section 6. A spark of hope. They needed a plan. Billy remembered his goggles. He activated the scanning function, hoping to find a weakness. The HUD display flickered to life, showing the spider's energy signature. There, a small pulsing light was visible at the back of its head. It looked like the crystal Emily had described. "Michael! The crystal! It's in its head!" Billy shouted. They had to work together to distract the spider and give Michael a chance to strike. Emily, using her quick thinking, tossed a handful of glowing dust she had collected earlier. The dust exploded in a blinding flash of light, momentarily disorienting the creature. This was their chance. Section 7. The Power of Friendship. Michael, with a surge of adrenaline, charged toward the giant spider. He focused all his strength into a single punch, aiming for the glowing crystal. The impact reverberated through the cave. The spider screeched in pain as the crystal shattered into 1,000 pieces. The creature collapsed, its energy dissipating into the air. They had done it. Working together, they had defeated the guardian of the crystal. They gathered the shards of the shattered crystal, knowing they held the key to stopping the robot. They escaped the cave, their bond stronger than ever. They had faced their fears and emerged victorious. Section 8. A New Dawn. They returned to the city, exhausted but determined. They knew time was running out. The robot was closing in on the power plant. Emily rushed to analyze the crystal shards. she discovered that they emitted a powerful energy frequency. She believed she could use this frequency to disrupt the robot's control systems. She worked tirelessly, combining the shards with her tech to create a device that could transmit a counter-frequency. It was risky, but it was their only hope. They flew toward the rampaging robot, their hearts pounding with anticipation. The fate of the city rested on their shoulders. Section 9. The Legacy of Heroes. As the robot prepared to unleash a final devastating attack, Billy flew above it, distracting it with a series of daring maneuvers. Michael, using his enhanced strength, ripped apart chunks of concrete, hurling them at the robot's sensors. The robot, disoriented and confused, turned its attention to the two boys. This was their chance. Emily, aiming carefully, activated her device. A wave of disruptive energy pulsed outwards, enveloping the robot. Its movements became erratic, its systems haywire. With a final groan, the robot collapsed. Its reign of terror over, the city was safe. The League of Heroes had saved the day. They had discovered that even ordinary kids could do extraordinary things. They knew that as long as they had each other and the courage to fight for what was right, they could overcome any challenge. Their adventure was just beginning,